Speed. I mean, we're always fast, but we got even a different level of speed this year. Our skill positions are probably the fastest we've ever had. We've had some great speed here. Linemen, we're big. We're a little bit slow up front, but we're big. We have about 4 kids over 270 with experience. But it's an interesting blend because we're big up front, but slow, but real fast on the perimeter.
You know, it's funny because last year everybody talked about Rod and everything, and Diamond and the skill positions. But now it seems like, just on paper, your line is really going to be anchoring this football team.
Well, and every year there's new skill positions that come up to the forefront, and guys that no one knows about. I mean, we know about Devon Washington, but we have a senior that hasn't played here in the past, but his name's Walter Cable, and he's going to be just as good as any receiver I've ever had, and I've had some great ones here. So we're going to surprise a few people with our skill positions. Now, our line is... we do have 7 guys that have started at least 7 or 8 varsity games, so we will be experienced up there. So that's always great. But they gain experience by blocking for Rod. So you can miss a block and still get yardage when Rod's running the ball. So we have to work on our running game.
As far as that running game goes, how much of it was tailored to Rod, and how much are you guys going to miss him? Because 4-year starter, 6,000 plus yards.
Well, like one of the players said, you can't replace him. But I do know this, and this is nothing against Rod, because if I had him again, I'd probably give him the ball more. I gave him to him 1,000 times in 4 years, but the 4 years pre-Rod that we had, we actually rushed for more yardage and had more points and won more games than the 4 years with Rod. And Rod was on our state championship team. So we've always ran the ball and passed the ball well here. It's just that we gave it to Rod most of the time, and I would do it again. And if I didn't, I'd been a silly coach to have a guy of that talent. So, yes, we'll miss his talent, but we'll replace his rushing yardage somewhere else, probably 2 or 3 different people.
As far as this team goes, talk about what the expectations are for this Harding football team, because I know you got stopped a little shorter than you would have liked to in the playoffs, and it seems like these guys, talking to them, they're hungry to kind of advance the program from where it was last year.
Well, we got beat by a great team, and a lot of people in Fort Wayne, they Harding is bowing out early since '06, but we haven't got beat by an average team. We got beat by Jimtown 2 years ago, and they went on to the regional, and they beat Lures in the sectional. And last year, Eastbrook went on to the semi-state, I believe, and shut out Belmont 35-0. So, and we had them on the ropes 14-0. So Eastbrook was a fine team. So we're not getting beat by any average teams. It takes a great team to beat us, and we have great teams on our sectional. Right now, I looked at some preseason rankings, and 4 of the top 12 are from our sectional. So we always have, go through a tough conference schedule, and then we end up in a tough sectional. So it's every week we have to be ready to play.
A final question, what do you really see as going to be the key to success for this team here in 2010?
Well, for us, because of our lack of numbers, it's always about the team chemistry and injuries. If we can get the right blend of team chemistry, we're always very talented. We have a lot of great kids in this program and great players, but sometimes the chemistry's not there, or we get the injuries at the wrong place, or we'll get someone suspended at the wrong time. So because of our lack of depth, that hurts us. And sometimes we can't even replace some bad chemistry because we don't have enough people. So that will determine. So far, this team has shown tremendous togetherness and things of that nature. But if we do that, we'll be fine. And I think turnovers is a big thing. Last year, we ended up with a minus. We didn't cause a lot of turnovers last year. We didn't have that many offensive turnovers, except for one game. Lures, we had 7. So. But besides that, we didn't turn the ball over that much, but we didn't cause a lot of turnovers. So we have to win the turnover battle this year.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.